What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the 10th and final level of the Zerg campaign in Starcraft Brood War Remastered version. And buckle up your seatbelts, because this is gonna be one hell of a mission and one hell of a battle. This is by far, in my opinion at least, one of the most difficult missions in the entire campaign. And the reason why is we are up against three foes. We have the UED up in the north, we have the Terran Dominion on the left side, and the Protoss in the southeast. So my biggest concern in this campaign is by far the Terran Dominion, but we won't be taking them out first because yeah, they have a bit of a strong army to just take down. Anyways, there are not going to be any early attacks. We are going to take this one step at a time by first sorting out our defenses and then afterwards attending to the rest. So there are plenty of resources on this map, but claiming them is what makes it a little bit difficult. We have a little base right over here that we will be attending to once we have saturated this base and attended to all of our defenses. But other than that, we're gonna have to go and claim some bases if we want to really stay in this game for the long term. We will be attacked pretty frequently by all three groups. The Protoss, in my opinion, are the least to worry about, and the UED are not that much of a threat from what I've played through in this level. So yeah, we'll be dealing with everything and everyone one step at a time, one group at a time. So yeah, lurkers, sunken colonies, just a bunch of defenses because we might get caught off guard while we are out taking down some of our enemies. So this platform over here, important to protect. Why did I? No idea why I actually upgraded that. Luckily I saw it, because that would have been a great waste of resources so early on. It actually was, but we claimed it back. So this platform over here needs to be covered. Over here, and building a sunken colony or two on that spot is also a very, very good idea. So let's get to it with getting our basics up and running. And of course, other important thing would be upgrades. The sooner we get upgrades, the better. Preferably the lurker upgrade first, because we can benefit from 4 lurkers pretty early on. Okay, the bases are also somewhat saturated. And here we go. I decided to attack here instead. Not a problem for us. So why this spot in particular is because they will pass through over here and sometimes target our spore colonies, but also sometimes they might decide to early on run through our mineral line over here and then, you know, just start attacking our stuff on that side. Just cover all of our fronts. That's all that it is about. Okay. Same story here on the top side. I have about 3 sunken colonies if you want to be extra safe. Interesting that the UAD are attacking from this area over here, but not a big problem at all. Okay. Get another evolution chamber. Have these 2 ready to turn them into spore, not spore crawlers, spires. And then when the time is right, just start investing into lots and lots and lots of upgrades. Of course, first thing is first, defenses. We'll go about making 2 more obelisks because we are gonna need them pretty soon. As you already know, lurkers are high in gas. So that's one of the reasons why it was such a good idea to get gas early on. Okay, defenses are looking solid. And after we place these lurkers, we can, from there on out, just focus on getting everything else. All of our upgrades and all of the important things. I'm wondering now, we should... Yeah. We have enough stationed over there. Okay. Perfect. Looking good, looking positive. And from here on out, we are just going to start preparing our forces for taking over this base here in the middle. So actually, in fact, it will be a good idea to get 2 more lurkers for something like that. Start building our drones. And don't get supply blocked, of course. Do I have too many? Yeah, I have too many on gas, for sure. And let's get our first level of upgrades up and running. Lurkers already do so much damage, so we're just gonna focus on doing the melee damage first. At least the basics are sorted. No need to really upgrade any of those other things. Not gonna be as needed. We can make another set of Zerglings. That's gonna be important. And also getting that greater spire early on means it's gonna open up the opportunity to upgrade both of these at the same time. So before we send out our drones, let's just explore a bit here, make sure that the area is safe for us to move through. Sometimes they will station units on specific spots, so yeah, you don't want to get caught off guard by something like that. Don't send all of our drones just yet. You know, if they do decide, they will definitely attack this base. So if they do decide to attack it and we don't have enough forces to defend with, then we can, you know, at least say that we only lost a drone instead of everything else. Okay. Second base up and running. Good amount of drones. And next step is to get 2 more lurkers. We can actually, in fact, just send these 2 over and then let those replace the spot. And yeah, let's get that spire while we have some extra resources to spend. Alright. Did I see a unit? Okay, send in those Zerglings first. Incoming attack. Ah, they're not gonna last.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Oh yeah, of course, that is also very important. Oh, man! Exactly what I was worried about. Only 2 drones, fortunately. Oh, only 2 drones. Whew. Nice. Okay, make another group of drones, because we will be using a bunch of drones in order to build defenses over here. It's gonna be much needed. No need to worry. Can maybe move this one a tad bit closer though. I mean, if you want to be extra safe, I suppose that you can use ventral sacks in order to just teleport your units over, but for the most part, nah. No need to really worry about that. Oh yeah, of course, we forgot about these upgrades too. Okay, start getting our... Let's get the +1 over here, and once that is ready, we will get... Hey, out of the way. Get a +2 armor next. So, building 2 spore crawlers is going to be really important. Building sunken colonies, at least 2 on each side, also really, really important. And from here on out, you can just make a bunch of drones right in here, and this base is also going to be used, of course, in order to supply us with more units. Upgrades are coming on nicely. So instead of making wave after wave after wave of units in order to you know, break the enemy down. We're just gonna go straight for a mixture of Guardians, Zerglings, and Hydralisks, because we're gonna end up spending so much resource in order to break their lines that it's just not gonna be worth it. Yeah, even though resources are not limited, it's still a good idea to not be too wasteful, to put it that way. So yeah, just be careful about being too eager to attack and do damage. Ultralisk Cavern, good idea. Okay. So the next thing that we are gonna want to attain to is making our first set of Mutalisks. Gas is still a bit of a problem for us, and unfortunately the closest gas that we can get is way down below, otherwise we need to take over bases. So I mean, we do have a lot of resources for what do you call it, Zerglings. So yeah, we can do something like that, like just make some Zerglings, give you a general idea of what we will be up against. There's a mini Protoss outpost close by. Yeah. And this is the reason why the Terran Dominion is a big problem, is because of the amount of siege tanks that they make. The UED, on the other hand, they prefer going for a more air-based fleet. So annoying by, yeah, like, it's also a pretty annoying opponent to face, but by the time that we take on the UED, which I generally like to go for last, we are gonna have a pretty strong air army. So yeah. Okay. Make 6 Guardians first. And we cannot really hope to attack without Hydralisks, so that's gonna be our next little investment. Bunch of Hydralisks. Hey, let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, what upgrade shall we go for next? Six Guardians should be enough in order to do enough damage to their ground forces. Don't worry about Ultralisk upgrade just yet. They're not as important. Rather go for +2 for both Hydralisks and Zerglings. Okay, we have a nice fat Zergling army. Next step is going to be getting 12 Hydralisks. Let's see about exploring a little bit, see what we are up against on this area over here. Take down that damn medic. So the strategy that I like going for is battling my way down and then up. One step at a time. Protoss outpost is going to be here. So it should be noted that taking this one down is not a problem, but the minute we start attacking it, we are going to be facing up against what do you call it? Carriers. So that's the reason why we kind of want to have our Hydralisks ready for something like that. And then once we have dealt enough damage, these excuse me, these Zerglings are gonna come out to play. Okay, next set of upgrades.
Our forces are under attack.
Sorry, buddy. Nice try. Okay, so of course, because Guardians are so expensive, do your best to keep these alive. Very, very important available units. Also an outpost right over there. You can make another group of Zerglings in the meantime. Okay, immediately knock that one down. They should be sending reinforcements very, very soon.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh man, I forgot about this. I forgot about this. Oh. Yep. Very, 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 very bad idea. Moving into a Protoss force, not having detection, huh? Just focus fire those damn carriers. We already started making a new bunch of units, so yeah.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, perfect. What are we up against? Nothing much, really.
Our forces are under attack.
Ooh, a nice fat army over here. Bad spot for Guardians, though. Ah, we're gonna have to pull back. Okay, well, that actually sucked. Not gonna deny it. They had a nice group of units over here. That's okay. We're just gonna overpower them. Definitely just focus fire the carriers if you can. Of course, Scourges would do a better job at this, but Scourges can only attack air, so it doesn't make them as nice to use in a situation like this. Okay, you still have lots and lots of Zerglings to make use of. Yeah, from here on out, we overwhelm them.
Forces are under attack.
Forget about the upgrades for now. Guardians are way more important. So, pretty much with what has happened now means that the Protoss are... Yeah, they're kind of done for. Like, not even kidding. They are kind of done for. Knock him down. Make some more lings.
Forces are under attack.
Okay. And with taking the Protoss down means that we're going to be freeing up a bunch of bases too.
Our forces are under attack. Forces are under attack.
Okay, next step will be start making a bunch of drones. We're gonna need them very, very soon.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Still trying to get in, huh? Okay, so we can start saving up lots of gas now for the remainder of our upgrades. Build some more Zerglings. They're gonna be needed. And let's claim this base right over here. So, with this base coming our way, it is gonna mean that we can start moving over to the more expensive units and ultralisks and so forth. So now would be a good idea to start investing into the rest of our upgrades. this, so that's for sure.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh yeah, Terran's coming to help their buddies.
The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Okay. Don't really have to focus on minerals at all here.
Our forces are under attack.
Defenses are still looking very positive. They will attempt to make an attack.
The hive cluster is under attack.
So yeah, there are gonna be a bunch of areas like over here, scattered, you know, that doesn't really have any minerals, but it's got lots of gas. So yeah, you want to go and claim those for sure. Yeah, Protoss, the Protoss is over and done with, for sure. Okay, next step. Okay. Next step, make some morlings. Of course, build defenses over here, though. We might have need every once in a while for something like that. You never know when the UED or the Dominion might decide to come and claim those bases. And so we freed up another base. Every little bit counts, of course.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh yeah, and Ultralisk upgrades. Now's the time.
Savor this victory, Kerrigan. For the Protoss will never forget your treachery. We shall be watching you.
Okay, like before, build 2 lurkers.
Our forces are under attack.
And because of our large amount of minerals, you don't have to worry about spending your resources on getting more drones for minerals. Not gonna be as needed. Upgrades are now pretty much over and done with. Gas is now a whole lot more important for us. Okay, of course, just make sure that you keep track of these bases running out, though. Okay, so here comes the challenging part. We are definitely gonna need Ultralisks for this battle. Without a doubt, they are going to be very, very, very important to have. And yeah, a bunch of Mutalisks also a good idea. Lurkers, nice. Put some more spore colonies just for in case. Nice. Yeah, as you can see, they do have lots and lots and lots of spider mines. For that reason why Zerglings are gonna be good for breaking their front lines. Our upgrades are pretty much what we're done with now. Need a set of Hydralisks too. Yeah, it's the very thing that I was concerned about. Okay, go and relieve that base, please. Bougie, Goliath. Amazing how much damage one Zergling can do to a Goliath. Okay, so we are pretty much ready. From here on out, Ultralisks, lots and lots and lots of Ultralisks. We have the bank to support it. We're gonna wipe out this base over here first and then just move and work our way up. Oh, really? Yeah, well, we're gonna be making some special units for that too, don't you worry. I've got a Bane of battle cruisers. And it's called a Devourer. But first we have the Bane of Siege Tanks. Oh, and the Bane of Siege Tanks they are. Okay. From here on out, the only important thing will be to replenish what you lose. Like before, build a couple of defenses over here. Not really needed to build lurkers anymore. Huh? Ah. And I shall notice there's not really nukes in this level at all. Okay. Zerglings, lots and lots and lots of Zerglings. And yeah. Prepare for a major attack. Try to keep the Guardians alive, but at the same time, we do have a massive resource advantage. I'm not gonna charge into battle just yet. Those siege tanks are just gonna mow down everything we have anyway, so for this on the other hand, different story. Now, we start sending in these forces. Of course, they will try to target your overlords. Just be careful of that, of course. But yeah, from here on out, it should be perfectly fine. Replace the Hydralisks that you lose. What? I was concerned about exactly this. But that's okay. That's okay. We have lurkers, so it's okay. Just an annoyance. Pull back. Pull back. Just keep on replacing what you lose. Oh, that is annoying. A lot of work you have to do. This is why I'm saying that this is the most difficult one to face.
Our forces are under attack.
Just because of the amount of work that you have to attend to. Oh man, we lost all of our damn Hydras that don't pay attention. It's okay. Okay. Don't fully engage just yet. So they are at the point of being wiped out, but we still need to be careful at the same time. Don't just send in your forces like that, and yeah, preferably split up your overlords a bit for that reason. Okay. We can make another wave of lings. That would be great to absorb the majority of the damage. There's also another base that we can claim over here. Okay. At this stage, it would be a good idea for us to start moving over to Devourers. They are going to be pretty handy very, very, very soon. Okay, final assault. I think they are pretty out of resources as well. Yeah, they actually are. Let's see, who are you targeting? Even if we lose all of our Ultralisks, it's not the end of the world. Don't worry too much about it. We have more than enough in order to take everything down that they've got. In fact, we kind of want to make some room for the Devourers anyway, so yep. That's it. Ooh, I forgot about this. And then these Zerglings are not as important. Now these babies are going to be important later on for the next assault that's coming up.
Forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Yeah, just to give you an idea of what's going on there, but you can see that their ground-based army is really not a big deal. However, they have enough battle cruisers in order to make it very difficult for us to deal full-on damage. So, yeah. Just have some Devourers as well, that's all. At this stage as well, our Lurkers are not as important anymore.
Congratulations, Kerrigan. You've beaten me again. Just remember that I'll be out there, waiting for you to slip up. Because sooner or later, you'll make a mistake. And when you do...
And when you do, absolute silence. That's what. Oh, would you look at that? Okay, so, why are the Devourers important, you might wonder? Pretty simple, actually. They do a ton of extra damage to... Oh, man, you got caught. They do a ton of extra damage, or they... Well, first of all, they do a lot of damage, but secondly, what makes them special is that they add extra damage as well. So, the combination of Devourers with Hydralisks on something like a battle cruiser is wow, to say the least. So for every spore that he hits, the more damage the Hydralisks and any other units are pretty much gonna do. So, yep, you want to invest in these for sure. anyways, make a large group of Zerglings. We are immediately going to initiate the attack over here. Find any stray units. Yes, of course, there is a base right over here. And yeah, just claim everything that we can. Just attach overlords to your units, and let's get the show on the road. Make a bunch of extras if you have to. Resources over here are running thin. Aha! You bastards. Okay, so they actually took the long way around to come for one of our lower bases over here. Huh, what do you know? Let's just take care of this threat over here. I don't think we have enough. No, we should have made... Oh, actually, no, wait. They do. Well done. Well done. That actually did the job for us. Focusing again on our resource situation. Just to make sure that we don't get caught off guard with low resources. Oh man, you guys are such dicks. Well, just keep on making those units. That's all you have to do. Place those hydras especially. They are just as valuable. So because of their lack of a ground army, laying waste to their ground forces is going to be pretty simple. Because of our very powerful Ultralisks. Oh man, what in the world happened there? Why did we lose so many? Anyways, yeah, just, let's just get those Hydralisks replenished quickly. Oh yeah, and of course, with, the Devourers on our sides, this also means that the Cloak ability is gonna be a little bit useless. Careful not to lose too many Guardians, though. That's what I mean. Look at how quickly we just melt the majority of their stuff. Like I said, the air army is your greatest concern. Make a ton of Hydralisks. They're gonna be more valuable than the Zerglings now.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Not a big problem for us. We might lose all of these Ultralisks, but we have a pretty big Guardian army. Don't worry too much about those units as well. Don't get Overlord blocked though.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
And this is pretty much the end of this mission.
Are under attack.
Yeah, they don't have much to defend with anymore, huh?
Our forces are under attack.
Just look at how quickly that thing melted, huh?
Our forces are under attack.
Best part is you don't even need a lot.
forces are under attack.
Where are Mutalisks? Ah, there we go.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
I do believe this is it, yeah. Just some stragglers here and there to destroy, but for the most part, yep. After this, it's the secret mission and the end of this campaign.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Kerrigan, I am prepared to offer terms of surrender. It is my wish that you allow my men to live.
You're not in a position to offer me anything, Admiral. And I don't take prisoners. I'll tell you what. Turn the remaining ships around and start heading back towards the Earth. I'll even let you have a head start before I send the swarms after you. It'll be interesting sport to see how far you get before you die.
Alright, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the Brood War campaign for the Zerg. And as you can see, it's a pretty challenging and a very long level to complete due to the amount of forces that you have to destroy. But if you take it one step at a time and you move carefully, you can actually do a ton of damage by not spending too much resources at the end. I mean, units lost, we lost a ton of units, but we also killed a whole lot more, produced a whole lot more, and with, yeah, lots to spare as well at the end. But in any event, I hope that you enjoyed learning from my tutorials for both campaigns and all three races. Of course, there is one more mission that you need to stay tuned for, and that is the secret mission, which I said that I will delay up until the last point. So definitely stay tuned for that before we finally conclude this awesome campaign. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Refer it to your friends who would like to learn some more about Starcraft Brood War, and I'll see you next time.